Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about these third-party um, tools that you can buy. They're fairly expensive. These are more like black boxes, so I'm just going to go over a regular newsletter subscriber that has sent this over, and I'll try to address it as each point comes up. Have you ever used Chaos Hunter? Well, I'm not a quant myself. I know quant math to an extent and need help with more complex mathematics, build statistical models for short-term indicator predictions and other nonlinear using MATLAB R, my new fave extreme optimization. Funny name, but it's pretty much replaced R in my stack. They're native binaries, so it's a lot faster than querying R unless your model is already built in R, but for real-time stuff. EO is badass, and I just know C# better than Python, and built-in languages like S or and R, S or R. No need for that curve if that output is the same. But I really like the concept. If you've used it, please tell me what you think. Slightly math inept, no PhD in physics or math. Technically, very skilled. I know the market's derivative structure and how they function. A lot of my trading has to do with building synthetics to gauge relationships and sell into the weaker derivative or buy into the strength of correlated sectors like ES, YM, and Q, all that stuff. When you need to arrive to these models to predict, you're dependent genetically via your data set and learn advanced math, which I lack. Also, I compare the output of built-in statistical models like ARIMA. Okay, let me just stop there. I know a trick that some may or may not know. If you go to MATLAB, MATLAB, geez, I can't even remember the name of it. System identification. What this is it's not exactly 100% similar, but it's enables you basically to use this toolbox to basically use 6 different methodologies to look at a time series and make predictions out of it. So I'm just putting that out there as one of the better black boxes that I've seen. So you just put in your time series, your output, and it'll give you a prediction here. So do check that out. It's quite a good way to do things. I've got lots of MATLAB experts and trading guys that have verified that this can work. So that's something you may want to look at if you're using MATLAB. Now, in terms of third-party solutions, I have looked at various ones, platforms, tools for prediction, and that's all fine and good. What I'm finding is you become very lazy in not understanding the fundamentals behind what is being generated in terms of results. So a lot of this stuff may work, but if you, I'm not saying this person does, but if you do take the quote unquote lazy approach, you could get badly burnt if the results come back are not what they should be, or you're heavily relying on the results. So I just believe in ruling my own solution now, but I'm keeping everything simplistic. I'll even address it in the next video. So if you're asking me a year or 2 years ago when I started out, I probably would have believed this stuff. But I just know that they can be pretty dangerous tools if they don't work properly. So just a piece of advice there. The only problem is that you don't get the source, so it's tough to see what is happening under the hood. That is very true, and that's why I believe if you know your own source code really well, it doesn't matter about source code because you already have it and you understand it. But not only that, even if you do get source code, what I find that can be very daunting, you can run it through debugger scenarios and so on and so forth, and try to reverse engineer the code itself. But if it's poorly written, you are screwed. And I've had many people look at various open source trading packages and projects, and they can't really reverse engineer anything. So I don't know if that's just their way that they can't afford the proper trading platforms or don't want to put the time in. But when it does come to trading, you really got to understand everything, every aspect of what you're doing when it comes to your live money. Going going to ask for the demo, but it's probably worth $1,500 to give it a go. I'll let you know what I think if I ever use it. So good luck with that, and hopefully with what I've put out in terms of my opinion on this stuff, roll your own. I'm trying to avoid a lot as much third-party stuff as possible, including like, as you know, being a one-man, or well, better term it, one-person coding show. It's kind of hard just due to lack of time and focus. But if you can try to roll your own code and trading ideas as much as possible, the better, instead of relying on other third-party providers. Okay, hopefully I'll help you out. Talk to you later.